As registrar of Jamb, I hold myself personally responsible, including for the negligence of the service provider. And I unreservedly apologize for it. And the trauma it has affected Nigerians to, directly or indirectly. We have decided that all the candidates affected in the 157 centers of the 882 be contacted to retake their examinations. These candidates are to be contacted through text messages addressed to their registered phone number from tomorrow, their email addresses, their profiles, and phone calls by Jamb. They are directed to reprint their examination slips for the rescheduled examination dates.
Aladio, my better people. For this Jamb matter, the thing don't weaken everybody. It no give people mouth to talk. Oh, what a country. What a country. Nigeria is a joke indeed. Imagine waiting Jamb come talk. Say there was a glitch, now it makes students feel like that. This country is a joke. After when you don't send people, children to the prepare, I even hear say one of the students will write the Jamb don't buy because say our Jamb cost was very low. Now waiting they come on they talk. No, make them tell us waiting they come on they talk. After sending students to the prepare, now they come on they cry say that there was a technical glitch, come fixed date for people to come write the exams for about 8 states, or I don't understand. Now a lot of people don't come out, come react though. They don't come out, come react. Say which kind of wahala be this one? Say everything na jaga for this country, insecurity jaga. Jamb jaga, education jaga, food jaga, everything na jaga for this country. Which kind of wahala be this one? Now who do us this kind of thing? So a lot of people don't come react. Activist Aisha Yusuf react to admission of error by Jamb leading to failures in just concluded UTME to 2025. A lot of people go ask wetin be Jamb. Jamb na Joint Admission Matriculation Board. So people don't come react say which kind country be this one? So Aisha talk say if Nigeria had a president, the Minister of Education would have been sacked immediately. That man came to say it was measures they put in place to stop cheating that led to the mass failure. Wait a minute. Or is it that something was actually put in place to massively fail students? Now the same question where we they ask, because if you ask me, now who I go ask? So I don't see say a lot of people don't come out, come they drag Jamb say they know wetin wey they be right, say for amount them for them to fail, but at the end of the day results come out they can't fail. People come they talk say now because of TikTok now because of Facebook because of social media now it make me them fail. Now Jamb don't come out talk say that there was a glitch. Yes, there was a glitch. The measures where they put to stop cheating now it make the thing happen like that. This country is a joke. I mean a big joke. My people, make a leave and make una watch the reaction of people waiting they react to. Please don't forget to like, comment, and share. Also subscribe.
The registrar for Jamb, Professor Ishak Oloyede, sir. You see, I dey try to focus on this 30 days countdown on electoral reform so that we not go lose focus, Nigerians. But this issue of Jamb, they give us very important lessons where we're supposed to learn as a people. Not be only say we go just the talk, complain about the thing where happen. So we must not be bad students of history. We must learn the necessary lessons, and that is why we must talk about them. So the Jamb registrar, Professor Ishak Oloyede, I greet you, sir, and we thank you as you come out, come take responsibility for the error where you talk say happened for Jamb exam this year. You said there was a glitch. Now you make the result where come out for 5 states in the southeast and Lagos states. There was error, and then you shed tears. We thank you, sir. Now that place night you take better pass INEC chairman because both of you are similar. You get related in some things. The similarity you get, we say both of you get glitches. The INEC chairman have glitch in 2023 election. You have glitch in this year Jamb exam. But the difference, we say you come out, you shed tears, and then you take responsibility. INEC chairman no shed tears. He no apologize. In fact, even the grandstand and he's still parading himself as an unbiased electoral umpire, which is a disgrace. But our dear Professor Ishak Oloyede, sir, if you have any integrity in you and you know that under normal systems, you should voluntarily resign and be out of that office. The same way the INEC chairman should have tendered an unreserved apology, resign from office and be under investigation for the conduct of 2023 election. Yes, sir. Now the right way to handle matters be that. Because, Professor, sir, Nigerians, the lesson where we must learn from this thing be say, we must ask the questions. If not be said the children and the parents of the children when they affected for this Jamb issue, all of them come out, they protest, they reject the result, talk say no be their result. Jamb in the beginning been they reject them, but later on when they mount serious pressure, Jamb had to do investigation. If not for that protest, shall we for carry out any investigation? Shall we for agree and know say there was a glitch where caused the error for there? Waiting be the guarantee where we get to know say all other Jamb results where we don't the right, say the result where Jamb they give people, now their actual results. What is the guarantee? Nigeria. That is the same thing where we say we go fit learn from 2023. The same INEC chairman come out talk say there was a glitch. Nobody talk anything. All of us accepted the result of criminality and rigging, and everybody move forward. And that is why all of them they try to consolidate on the same criminality they did in 2023 for 2027. Nigerians, now the lesson be that if nobody comes out to speak up and stand your ground, there will be no change. Now the same Jamb now go set exam. He go put time for exam 6 a.m. and the time where they're supposed to go right now from far place from where the children did. Anyhowness in the complete system, nobody is held accountable. Nobody can be questioned. That is how Nigeria runs, on recklessness and irresponsibility. And the current chairman self, registrar self, he they try. The former one, you remember Professor Dibo Ojerinde? You remember? For Jamb to come out with this unfortunate and regrettable and distasteful statement, say that man proposes and God disposes. That is the statement from a government agency where the cause of your irresponsibility has led to the death of a young girl. And you they put out, say that man proposes, God disposes. Everybody that is part of this process, you should be thoroughly ashamed of yourself. All of them are supposed to shed tears for Jamb because another family they mourn their own picking as a result of this kind of failure. So yes, the professor supposed to shed tears. But my dear Nigerians, if we not pick up the lessons and think of how to fix the electoral process to be able to hold these leaders accountable, there will be nothing that will change. In normal situations, every government institution must have a public watchdog, an independent inspector general to be able to audit those institutions. There must be the police of a police, and that will come by institutional reform. So if you claim to be activists, advocates, or you like Nigeria, and you are not talking about governance and how elections go better, you are being mischievous. You know what you are doing. Unless the only thing where you dare be say you are not interested in solving the real issue because it will put you out of business. Because for many people, the more there is anarchy, the more you have issues to discuss. But if we want to focus on the root cause of the problem, it has to begin with fixing INEC and electoral reform. There can be no democracy without free and fair election. This must be our focus before 2027. If not, there are many more years of Jamb glitches, INEC glitches, insecurity, inflation, hunger. It will only get worse. Fix INEC. My name is Peter for Nigeria.
If our judiciary system should be working in Nigeria by now, the Jamb registrar should be tendering his resignation letter, or probably he should be locked up somewhere answering what really happened to that Jamb result. But then, we're in a country where, I don't want to say more than this, but then, let me explain. Dear Nigerians, we're all here when Jamb announced that the total candidate that wrote Jamb in 2025, that most of them scored below 200, meaning that there was massive failure, state massively failed. Now, people started alleging that, oh, TikTok is making students not to read, oh, ChatGPT, everybody started blaming the student. But then, if you want to blame the students, that number is outrageous. Almost 380,000 students failed out. After so much investigation, Jamb decided to call committee to say, okay, let's look into this. At the end of the day, this is what Jamb had to say. Listen to them.
Accept the explanation I've given as the truth on this matter. I apologize and take full responsibility, not just in words. I want to say big thank you to all of you, and may God bless us all.
Now, coming out to cry, that does not justify your failure. You fail at your duty. You either take responsibility by resigning or take the consequences by going to jail. Now, remember, those students, they all paid the registrar for that. They did not just register. They prepared. They did lesson. They read. They did everything to prepare for that exam. In fact, most of them transport themselves down to that examination center to write example there because of your so-called negligence or your glitch. You see this glitch that Nigerian government always use? INEC will use glitch. Telecommunication will use glitch. This will use glitch. Now, Jamb glitch. Remember, it is this same Jamb that alleged in 2018 that Snake swallowed 36 million naira. The same Jamb. They have politicized Jamb under APC administration. Unthinkable things are happening. But then, let's continue. Now, to make it worse, the most painful part of this whole thing, Jamb wrote on their official Twitter handle, man proposed, God disposed. I don't know what is What kind of incompetency is this? How can you say man proposed, God disposed in this kind of technology age that we are? That you can digitalize everything. You make a mistake. You're calling it man proposed, God disposed. Now, to further escalate their irresponsibility, they are now setting the exam within a short period, asking the student to come and rewrite the examination they've written on 16th of May 2025. 16th. How many days gap? How do you bring those students? Now, let me not tell you. Do you know that a student took her own life because of this? Because, of course, that student know that she must have written. In fact, do you know how disappointing she was to take her own life? Would this bring that child back again? Now, remember in 2024, was it not 2024? Yes, that Miss Summer, manipulated her result and they banned Miss Summer for 3 years. Meaning that 3 years she will be at home because of her error. Okay, yes, she intentionally manipulated her result. But Jamb, what consequences are we going to give you people? Is the Jamb registrar not supposed to be in jail right now? Is not supposed to be in jail? Because there's no consequences to actions, that is why they can do anyhow. And Chama, he conducted a whole important presidential election. There was a glitch. They call it a glitch. Nothing happened. Jamb, glitch. Everything, glitch. Nothing. Of course, nothing will happen. He will cry on national TV and nothing will happen. Anyway, many people are alleging that most of the mass failure in Jamb happened in Southeast. And many people are saying that there's no really physical evidence to prove that there are people who failed in Lagos, but it was more in Southeast. Anyway, there's no evidence to prove that, but then there might be statistics that prove that. If you're seeing this and you're writing Jamb on the 16th of May, they say, come rewrite Jamb. Of course, you must have gotten your notification to come and rewrite your Jamb for those affected areas. Anyway, tell me what you think about this in the comment section. But before you do, please do not forget to
enjoy your weekend.
Nigeria, from top to bottom, top to bottom, top to bottom, top to bottom.
I do not like to talk about the issues in our country a lot because I've come to realize that the more you talk about it, the more your brain cannot process it. Especially in a society where abnormalities have become the new normal. But when it comes to education, I speak up, and I think everybody should as well. Because education is the bedrock of every society. We have spoken earlier about how improper it is for young adults and teenagers to sit for a 6:30 a.m. examination. Now, there is a mass outrage of people saying, this same examination, we've all failed it. And the examination body says it's because of technical issues. Let me put this into context for you. This exam is written once in a year. That means that throughout the year, the examination body is preparing for this same examination. Not only that, the budget for this examination is 18 billion naira. That's about $11 million. There is absolutely no software that this examination body needs that they cannot afford. So, this examination is a computer-based examination and is all objectives, meaning that you should be able to click the submit button and your scores will come out immediately. It should be able to show you your mark sheet. It should be able to say that the correct answer for this question is option A, but you clicked option C, and this is why you missed this question. But none of this happened for an examination that sits only once a year. So you're telling me that if people didn't make TikTok videos, 1.1 million students would have been out of university this year, all of their dreams put on hold because someone somewhere decided not to do their work. And then we complain that the rate of crime is increasing in the country. Yes, because people who are supposed to be in school are at home idle. This is not a technical issue. It's a choice. A choice that some people somewhere decided not to put in any extra care or effort into doing their work. And then the head of the organization comes on TV and is crying and people start clapping behind. And you ask them why are they clapping? And they say, oh, at least this organization showed emotion unlike other organizations. An abnormality made normal. Not only that, the Twitter handle of this organization comes out and tweets, man proposes but God disposes. Come on. An abnormality made normal. Now, these students have been asked to come and rewrite this examination in the middle of another compulsory examination that they are writing. Again, putting your comfort before that of the students for a mistake that you made. Why the rush for an examination that expires after 1 year? For an examination that even if you pass it and you do not enter the university that year, regardless, you have to come back and write it again. For an examination that people have written almost 7 times. For an examination that people have committed suicide because they did not pass. Why are you putting your comfort before that of the students for a mistake that you made? All anyone is asking for is proper care and attention to your work. Your work that determines the life and future of children trying to get into the university. That is all. Go back to the drawing board and properly plan the examination. Dot the I's and cross the T's, ensuring that the system that you've put in place work and not crying on TV. Thank you.